love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Good pick up, but a little bit short of the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
He's got his man, makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Irish.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burgess. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Little touch pass to the receiver. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
On the run, it's Burgess. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time. And
Breaks into the open. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards. And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And if the kicker can put one... It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Corral and brought down by the defense. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Going to swing it on second down. Takes the easy completion. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Out midfield, he's got room. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Notre Dame has made this second down way much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Kearney on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Going for 2 here. Wonder if they're going to be chasing points the rest of the game. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
To the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a from 48 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. The give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Using the quick game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Irish! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the hammer on the leg. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the field.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the defense, with help from the officials, will push this offense back. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown has ensued. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Got a man. It's Burgess.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got the back over the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Busts through behind his back. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Rides the back on the option again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him. And
the pressure that's there. And down he goes at the 18. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass reads is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Got a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and it's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to a counter on the perimeter, so it makes it a couple of yards down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that score ahead offensively. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. They'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. They'll try to get outside. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Great job by the receiver catching that throw route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and you just give it to the running back, let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment in the fourth quarter.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Lets it fly. He's got it for a big play. It's a running room. Touchdown, UNC. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll go to the air. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run the RPO and drop down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. They spread. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
The snap sets up the throw. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's 2nd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Right on target this time. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's when they're going to regret trailing late.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pressure coming. Quickly complete. They'll use the a timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down.